Hi! Just kidding. Hey kids, well, you're back. And we're here to do the Algebra 1 Common Core. Hey guys, August 2014, make sure you have the right exam. Alright, so there's a button on the bottom somewhere down there that says, well, it should probably be down there somewhere, that says subscribe. Hit subscribe, will you? There's a button down there that says thumbs up. Wait, thumb. That's my thumb up. That looks like a finger up. Don't hit the finger up. We don't want the finger up. We want the thumbs up, so not much of a drawer. Anyway, if you want an organized view of these, there's a link down in the show notes. Down there, you just might have to hit more comments. There's a link down there. That'll take you directly to where you can find all of these things organized. Don't have them all done yet, but I'm working on them. Anyway, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and my little warning to you all. If you're here to cheat, please go someplace else. This isn't here for cheating. This is here to try to help you get the problems done and understand what you did. On my website, oh my gosh, do I need to shave. On my website, you'll see that I have a copy of the exam, a copy of the multiple choice answers. Go through the multiple choice answers. Did you get them right? Did you get them wrong? I don't know. And then if you didn't get them right, then come back here and see if you can figure out how to do them. But try on your own. All right, so we're starting with problem number 13. Already finished 1 through 12. If you missed 1 through 12, go find my other videos. They'll be there. All right, which of a graph shows where a relationship value of y is 3 more than half of x? Now, when I first read this question, I was like, wow, 3 more than half of x, every value. And so I tried to go through the blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what? Wait a second. I don't understand this. But then I just realized, wait a second. This is really just a word problem. It says y is 3 more than half of x. Oh, well, is an equal sign, so y is. Now, I always tell my kids if they see more thans and less thans, kind of come back to them. Don't worry about them. Let's figure out what this half of x is. Well, okay, that's just half of x. And then 3 more than that would be plus 3. Oh, so really what I'm looking for is this equation of y equals 1/2 x plus 3. Y-intercept of 3 and a slope of 1/2. Well, this doesn't have a y-intercept of 3. This has a y-intercept of 3, but this has a slope of up 2 over 1. Nope. This one has a y-intercept of 3, and this one has a y-intercept of 3, but I want the positive slope, not the negative slope. So there's my answer. Number 2. 13's done. Let's keep moving. The table below shows the average diameter of a pupil in a eye, blah, blah, blah. It says, what is the average rate of change between 20 and 80? So average rate of change is really just slope. So we're looking for the slope between these two. So we'll do change in y's, which is 4.7 minus 2.3 all over 20 minus 80. Now you'll notice this is going to be a negative answer, so these two answers don't make sense. If I'm a guessing man, it's probably 4. But let's just check. Control division. 4.7 minus 2.3 all over 20 minus, yes, if I was doing this problem, I would just write negative 60. There it is, negative 0.04, our answer. Ka-chang! Which expression is equivalent to? So they really just want us to factor this. And the reason, let me blow this up a little bit. This is the part that's bothering you. Oh my God, Mr. Krause is x to the 4th, blah, 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 blah. Who cares? All right, you need two numbers that multiply to 36 that add up to negative 12. Well, that's pretty easy. That's negative 6 and negative 6. It doesn't even matter what's here. By the way, it's just x squared and x squared. So there's your answer. It's choice 1. Problem's over with. Oh, you want another way to how to do this problem? I would agree. Let's do it another way, Mr. Krause. So we go in here. We go into graphing mode. Let me say the original was x squared minus 12x plus, oops, not divided by, plus 36. Now this may be hard to see. Oh, there it is, right there. Just move it over. There it is. So if I want to make sure I got the right one, in this calculator, I'll hit the tab button. The tab button allows me to type in another equation. Sometimes it doesn't like that. Tab button. And then I'll do x minus 6. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. This was x to the 4th. I know you guys don't like this. The only thing that's going to change, it's not going to change much. This was squared. And this was to the 4th. It's not going to change that much. Just going to make it kind of steep. So we'll just do this like that. And then we'll hit the tab button. And we got to go up here and change this one. So this one was, just get rid of it, x squared minus 6. I could just hit a squared here, but you wouldn't like that. You'd like me to write it out exactly as it appears because that makes you feel better. Hit enter, and hopefully it maps right over that blue one, and look at that, it's a match. So as long as they match, you know you have them right. If you don't know, if you're like, well, I wonder if that really is there, see, just go up here, check mark, see, check mark that. See, the blue one's gone, red one, blue one, red one, blue one, red one, blue one, red one. Beautiful, answer, done. Third term in an arithmetic sequence is 10. The fifth term is 26. So what we're going to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 3. This is 5. This is, what is it? 10 and 26. Now I'll bust out the other color. Now I'm looking here at a difference of 16. So if I want to go halfway, I'm going plus 8. So this should be 18. Well, if that's true, then this should be 2, because I subtract 8. And I'll subtract 8 again, I should get negative 6. So my equation is, this is my a sub 1. So my equation, a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus 8 times n minus 1. Now that's an equation that you have to remember. It's the common difference sequence formula. So there it is. Thanks, Dunkin' Donuts. Make a little run there. Got my little free $1.49 coffee this morning. It's not free, $1.49, but it's close to free. So now what I got to do is I got to distribute. So I found out that a sub 1 was negative 6 plus, by just subtracting 8. I'm going to distribute this 8. 8n minus 8. Well, and this is a sub n. So a sub n is equal to 8n. If I put these together, I get minus 14. Wow, you're like going, I'll never be able to do that, Mr. Krause. That's so difficult. I don't get it. Okay. Pretend I didn't do it. Let's go back. Remember, you like to do problems 2 different ways to make sure you got them right. That was the hard way. So the easy way. This is the third one. This is the fifth one. Let's put a 3 in here. 8 times 3 minus 14. Oh. You mean that's 10? Oh, let's try 8 times 5 minus 14. 8 times 5 is 40, minus 14 would be 26. Oh, you mean I could have just done that? Why didn't you show us that in the first time? Because I like to show you math. I want to show you 2 different ways. The geniuses do it 2 different ways. All right, kids. So here's what I got. I got a function y equals a times x squared. Now, because it's pointing upwards, you know that a is positive. You do know that. I hope you know that. Now, when I multiply by something that's negative, you have to know this one. This one I can't teach it to you. It's something your teacher had to teach it to you. As soon as you multiply, or as soon as a becomes negative, it is now a parabola that is facing down. So, now I'm at a 50-50 guess. Opens downward. This one says opens upward. This one says opens upward. Get rid of those 2. Now, if you don't remember what having a half does, well, then come over here and see. Let's just get rid of this. Nope. Yep. And I'll type in, let's go, 1 divided by 2 x squared. Oh, now if I made that negative, tab, up. If I made that negative 1/2, what would happen? Negative means it's going down. You see how you can use your calculator? Now, if that wasn't a half, let's just say it was a 2. Let's get rid of the half and make it a 2. Notice it's narrower, but we put a half in front, so that makes it wider. A fraction in front that's less than 1 would make it wider. Determine the zeros of this function. Well, I can do one of two things. I can sub in or I can distribute out. So what we're going to do is we're going to do it 2 ways. We're going to do it 3 ways. We're going to do this 3 ways. The first way is the hardest way. We're going to write x plus 2. Yes, I know. You're like, just show me the easy way, Mr. Krause. No, shut up. Yeah, I said it. Shut up. Double distribute this out. I get x squared plus 4x plus 4 minus 21. And I want to know when it's 0, so I'm going to set it equal to 0. So this is x squared plus 4x minus, this should be 25, by the way. I was going to the next step. 4 minus 25 is negative 21. That's the next step. And I'll factor it. X plus 7, x minus 3. So my two answers are x equals negative 7 and x equals positive 3. So here's my answer. Now don't leave. I'm going to show you 2 different ways. That was the hard way to do it. The easy way to just plug them in. So I use my calculator. I go negative 7, stow it into x, hit enter, and then type that in, parentheses, x minus 2, parentheses, squared, plus 25. Or is it minus 25? Minus 25. Minus 25. Ka-ching. Oh, we said, wait. Oh, it's plus 2. You got to plug it in right, kids. Man, I messed that up. Plus 2. There we go, 0. And then I could do 3, control var x. Enter, hit the up arrow, ding, ding, ding. And I get 0 as well. That's method 2. Method 3 would be just to graph the thing. Let's just graph the sucker. What was it? It was, here we go again. X plus 2 squared minus 25. And I can see it passes here at 3 and over here at negative 7. There you go. There's 3 different ways to solve the same problem. All right. What's that? 18? We're going to 19 now. Got to blow it up again. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, this problem. First of all, I got scared. Lots of words. I hate lots of words, Mr. Krause. Lots of words suck. I'm with you, man. Not only that, I read this thing like 3 times. I'm like, oh, good. I'll bet this question was, let me drop my pen on the paper and see where it hits. And that's the answer. Kind of a question. So let me drink some coffee from Dunkin' Donuts before I start this problem. That's hot. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to give my highlighter. McGee's earnings, M, were $0.05 million more than Fitzpatrick, who's F. So if I had to write that equation, I'm just going to start right there. I'm going to start with that equation. McGee was equal to 0.0005 million more than Fitzpatrick. So if I take, all right, what I probably ought to do and make it make more sense to you is say, okay, if I take Fitzpatrick and I add 0.0005, oops, only 0.2 zeros. So Fitzpatrick plus 5 million equals McGee. And it said McGee's earnings were more than Fitzpatrick. Okay. And then it says the 2 players earned a total of 3.9 million. So if I take McGee and I add in Fitzpatrick, I get $3.95 million. Which systems of equations could you use to determine the amount? So let's see if we got this. M plus F. Yeah, I wonder whether, MF. Yeah, MF, this problem. So I see this equation. That works. And I see it here. So far, so good. And then do I see this equation? M equals, oh, here it is, right here. Number 4. And that's our answer, number 4. Kind of a tough question, though. All right, so I'm going to show you 2 ways to do this problem. I'm going to show you the hard way, and then I'm going to show you the very easy way to do this problem. So here's how it works. First of all, I'm going to put this in parentheses. Now you know that you're allowed to multiply, if you multiply, as long as you multiply both sides of the equation by the same number, it doesn't change the value. So what we're going to multiply by is the GCF, or the lowest common denominator. So I'm going to look at these 3 things, and the smallest number that they all divide evenly into is 6. So I'm going to multiply each of these by 6. You'll see why in a second. Now by doing that, this 3 goes into 6 twice. So I end up with 2x minus 2 plus this 6 actually just cancels with this 6, and I get 1 equals this 6 actually cancels with this 6, and it gives me 5. Wow, look at that. No more fractions. That's awesome. So now I get 2x minus 2 plus 1 minus 2. Who did that? Let's try distributing right. Krause. 4 plus 1 equals 5. Or 2x minus 3 equals 5. Or add the 3 to both sides, I get 2x equals 8, or x equals 4. Now, these morons who wrote this test should have made choice 4, 4. But they didn't. They made it choice 1, which is really dumb because you as a student might go, oh, the answer's 4, and then accidentally put 4 on your answer sheet. That's kind of dumb. I wouldn't have done it that way. What the heck just happened? Did I switch pages? Yeah, I switched pages. Why can't I do that? I can shift. Whatever. Silly thing. So anyway, that's that. That's one way to do the problem. The answer is choice 1. But for most of us, the easier way to do this problem is to just do this. Take your answers. 4, control var x, enter, and just type that in. Control division x minus 2 over 3 plus control division 1 over 6. Now, as soon as I start doing these problems, look at that. Look how pretty that is. It looks exactly like what I have here. And I press enter and it says 5, 6. And I'm like, okay, well, that was easy. There's 2 different ways. This way would be if you had to do it on a part 2 question, okay, kids? This other way would be if you had it on a part 1 question. So there you go. What do I need here? The equation for the line of best fit. So I have to do some analysis. So I need to go into statistics. So I'm going to go into statistics. I wonder if I can get this to move over just slightly. Come on, let me go over there. Come on, you jerk. Okay. So statistics. I call this X. I call this Y. Whatever. And let's see. 8, 9.5. 8, 9.5. 10, 6, 7, 4. 10, 6, 7, 4. Hopefully I got those right. 120, 138, 147, 88, 108, 62. Boom. Chakalaka. Check, triple check those numbers. I think I got mine in there right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go, now I want to do line of best fit. So you have to do regression. So we're going to go into statistics, stat calculations, and we're going to do linear regression. I don't know what a plus bx even is for, so we're going to use mx plus b. So let me do it this way because sometimes it doesn't like when I touch over there. 1, and then we're going to do number 3. Oh, I got to be in this box. Menu. Oh, see, it really hates when I'm over there. Escape. I don't know why, but when I use my tablet in this thing, it doesn't work very well sometimes. Menu 4. If this doesn't work, I'm going to use my finger or that mouse. 1, 3. And then my X list was X, and my Y list was Y, and I'm going to click OK. So there's my regression analysis. Oops, gotta go this way. Regression. There's m. Slope is, so my m is 14.23. So my m equals 14 point, forgot what it said already, 1123.1123, and my y-intercept, or my b value, I should call b, is 5.833. 5.833. So if I was writing the equation, I'm not even looking at the answers yet, but if I'm writing the equation, I'm going 14.1123x plus 5.833. That's the one I'm looking for. And that would be choice 4. All right, line of best fit. Very simple. You could do it on the TI-84. I think it's easier on the Inspire. Again, I love this calculator. If you could use it, that's great. All right, so yeah, here's a question that they ask in pre-calc nowadays, or nowadays we ask in algebra. So we got to deal with this function. So let's take a look to see what this would look like. I hope you recognize that this thing, like right here, is a parabola y equals x squared. Notice it's going right through the origin. And we're going to graph that from here, which is 1, all the way going that way, or x is less than 1. So we're looking for a parabola where x is less than 1. That's this one, that's this one, that's this one, and that's this one. Totally useless. So now what I need to do, because they all have that part where the problem was completely and utterly useless. Now we're going to look for the equation of this line. Well, the slope of this line is up 1 over 2. So this is y equals 1/2 x, and let's see, over 1. If I kept going, it looks like my y-intercept's about 1/2 as well, so plus 1/2. So that's what I'm looking for, and we're going to do that from 1 going this way, or greater than 1. So let's see, 1/2 x plus 1. There it is. Choice 2, kids. Problem bodied. Over. See ya. Oh my God, I only got 2 questions left. Okay, the function blah, blah, blah represents the height of feet of an object from the ground at t seconds after it is dropped. So here's what you got. First of all, at t equals 0, at 0 seconds, this thing is 140 feet, 4 feet up in the air. So the height of 0, the height when this thing starts is 144 feet. And then you're going to drop it. Kersplat! God, I am one heck of a drawer. So the question says, what would be a realistic domain? Domain is time. T. Not height. Domain is time. So this one doesn't even make any sense. 0. All real numbers would include negative values for time. Wait a second. We can't have negative values for time. Let's get rid of this one because we can't have negative values for time. And this is the thing that would make the most sense for time. Time equals 0. Okay, let's drop it. 1001, 1002, 1000. Splat! Time equals 3. All right, done. Last problem. I'm going to see if I can use my TI Inspire to get this one. So I'm going to say my first value is 3. Well, we're going to do this the hard way. F of 1 is equal to 3. I know you're like, well, really? Seriously? We got to do it the hard way? Yes. Everything's got to be done the hard way. If this was a part 2 question, you'd have to do it this way. Sometimes it helps to have Dunkin' Donuts coffee. All right, so F of 2 is described as, and this is for everything that's not 1. It looks really complicated, but all it says is take negative 2 and multiply it by, and this here is f of 1 minus, or excuse me, this is f of 2, 2 minus 1, which is really just the 1 before it. N minus 1 means the 1 before it. So really we're just going to pop that 3 in there, and we're going to add 1. And so we get negative 6 plus 1 is negative 5. Not done. We got to get the 5. And wait, guys, before you get away from this, really take a look. I really want you to watch what I do on the calculator because it's going to be freaking cool. So we're going to take negative 2. We multiply by the 1 before, which is negative 5, and we add 1. That's 10 plus 1 is 11. F of 4, almost there. Negative 2 times the 1 before, 11 plus 1. Let's see, negative 22, negative 21. F of 5, negative 2 times, pop it in, negative 21 plus 1. Let's see, that's 42, 43. So there's my answer, 43. Now watch. This is what sells this calculator, I think. Here's how it works. Let me get rid of everything else so you can see what's going on. All I'm going to do is put a 3 in. So now if I like go to answer, my answer mode is, if I go to answer, answer is 3. So no matter what, notice I even replaced it. I typed in answer, but enter is 3. So now 3 is stored in there. Let me do that one more time. Start out. 3. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do negative 2 times this. Well, let me just do answer. Times answer plus 1. Enter. Negative 5. 11. Negative 21. 43. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's my answer. Don't have to show any work. Do you want to buy this calculator now? I'm not making any money off this calculator, kids. I don't make a dime. I don't care if you buy it or not. I just think it's a really nice calculator. It helps out a lot. Okay, kids, that's it. That's the end of part 1. Check back for the end of part 2. Hit subscribe. Hit like. Send me your comments. If you get 100, don't forget, if you get 100, I want to hear about it. Let me know. Say, hey, Mr. Krause, you helped me get 100, and I'll put you on my Hall of Fame. But you have to show me proof. All right, kids, it's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun. Bye.